Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for the Maia Toys virtual training. My name is Zach Smith and today I will be going over all of the rabbits that Maia has to offer. Today we'll be covering the Carlin, the Dream, the Skylar, the Leia, the Haley, and the Victoria. All of our products are medical grade silicone. All of our rechargeable products have a 1-year warranty, and all of the rabbits that I'll be going over today are submersible, and that is fully submersible. So without further ado, I will start off with the Carlin. The Carlin and the Dream are both very similar vibes. Obviously, the Dream is in pink and the Carlin is in purple, but the Carlin and the Dream both feature rotating beads in the shaft. So even though it's really flush and kind of hard to see, there are rotating beads in the shaft, which are noted on the front of the box for ease of the customer so they can see it as soon as they pick up the packaging. And the way that the Carlin works is it has 3 buttons right here on the front. It has an R, and all you have to do is hold that for a second, and it turns on the rotating beads in the shaft. You have 3 different speeds of beads in the shaft that are actually on a spinning track inside the shaft, so that allows for maximum strength of the beads. The middle button actually changes the direction of the rotating beads, so if the user gets too overstimulated or they just don't like the rotation of the beads, they can very simply just switch it up with the press of a button. And the bottom button finally controls the clitoral stimulator. You have 10 functions or 10 vibrations on the clitoral stimulator, and you have, again, 3 speeds on the rotating bead shaft. So between the two, you have a lot of different options with this toy. You can use them independently or together. It's totally up to you. And one unique thing about the Carlin that I really like is the clitoral stimulator. So you have these 2 really soft nubs that aren't going to poke you at all. They're very rounded, very soft. And then you also have another added little nub area for extra clitoral stimulation. So with all of that going on, you get really, really nice vibration, really nice stimulation into the places that you need it to be. Next, we have the Dream. And the Dream is very similar to the Carlin, but the only difference is the Dream has your typical rabbit ears, and it also has really nice ridges on the head for G-spot stim. Again, top button controls the rotating beads. You have 3 different speeds starting from lowest to highest. Middle button changes the direction of the rotating beads. And the bottom button controls the rabbit ears. 10 functions on the rabbit ears. The thing that sets our beaded vibes apart from other beaded vibes on the market is how inconspicuous the beads are. So when you pick this up at first glance, you really can't tell that it's a beaded vibe, which I personally like because some of those other beaded vibes out on the market are a little bit intimidating. Some people see the beads and it kind of turns them off, but it's a great sensation. It's a great rimming sensation, and it's an all over just really awesome type of stimulation for the vaginal area or the anus area. Next, we have the Skylar. Skylar comes in 2 different colors. We have it in an emerald green and also in a purple. Now, the Skylar is a really unique rabbit. I know that you guys are probably watching this thinking like, you already have your favorite rabbits that you sell to your customers or things like that, but I really want you guys to notice why the Skylar stands out from other rabbits on the market. So the Skylar is actually posable, so you can bend it and shape it into any place that you want it to. And the reason that we decided to make a rabbit that was bendable like this was because we were getting a lot of requests to make a rabbit that fit more than one body type. So with something like this, or your typical rabbit shape, it's pretty much a one size fits most deal. So with the Skylar, with us making it bendable or posable, It's definitely a more universal type fit. So for any customer that comes in and says, you know, I bought this toy and it just doesn't hit the right spot for me, or it's just not working for me, this is a great option for them because they can shape it just kind of slightly to how they need it to be bent or shaped, and it can totally hit the right spot for them. Also, if you know you're at home and you're just not in the mood for clitoral stimulation tonight or today, you can easily just move this away. You don't have to worry about it. You can use this as a straight vibe. You can even bend this upward and use it as a G-spot toy. You could even use this as an anal toy with perineum stimulation. Or if you want to get super crazy, you can even kind of shape it around your neck and around your jawline and turn it on, and it will vibrate your entire jaw and give you almost like a blowjob type toy. The way that the Skylar works is the middle button is the power button. You press it for 3 seconds to turn the toy on. Top button controls the motor in the shaft, and the bottom button controls the motor in the clitoral stimulator. And you have 15 functions on each motor. So a lot of different options with this toy. But this toy actually features our supercharged motor in it, so it's very, very strong, very rumbly. It's a really, really high quality toy at a very affordable price. And again, with the way that it's flexible, it's really universal for almost everybody. This is the Leia. The Leia is a toy that we made and we market towards folks with limited mobility. Reason being is because some people that want the rabbit-shaped toy, they can't grip. They can't really grip the toy because it's a narrower toy. You know, it's kind of strong. It vibrates on the arm. So that's why we decided to make a rabbit that's shaped like this. With the Leia, it's super easy to grip. It almost fits in your hand like a mouse. It's really, really comfortable. This is all silicone down at the bottom, so it really stops the vibration transfer into your wrist and forearm area. This is also silicone, so you're not having to bend your wrist in order for insertion. You can almost use the toy and kind of let it guide itself in. And then last but not least, through different trials and different reviews and things like that, we've heard that this can be used as a lay-on vibe. So if you were to insert this into the vagina, this would actually sit really nicely in the clitoris area, and then we included a nice little nub at the bottom to kind of cup the clitoris and give it really, really nice stimulation. So imagine you're laying there on the couch or in bed, you insert the Leia inside of you, and then you kind of close your legs, and you really don't have to do anything. It's a really, really nice toy for people who kind of want a hands-free experience. Leia can be controlled by the power button, 3 seconds to turn it on, and then the function button will change the functions. You have 10 functions on the Leia with 2 motors. So you have 1 motor in the head and then 1 motor in the clitoral stimulator. The only downside about the Leia is you cannot control the motors independently. You have to control them at the same time. So it does kind of stop confusion from people who don't know what to do with all 3 or 4 buttons. It's very user-friendly, just an on and off button and then a button to change the functions. But you have really, really nice fluttering in the ears. And it's a really, really strong vibe. It's also really quiet due to all the silicone that's surrounding the toy. Next, we have 2 items that we made as part of our Gem series. Now, the Gem series includes the Haley and the Victoria, our mini rabbits, along with the Angel and the Roxy, and a couple of our other vibes that have these gems on them. So the reasoning behind the gems was to help customers that feel intimidated or they feel like walking into an adult store is just too overwhelming for them. So these are meant to be cute beginners vibes, meant for people who don't really know what they're looking for. It's a great option for customers who come in and they see a vibe like this and they're like, oh, that's way too big. So this is the Haley. this is one of our mini rabbits. It is a 10 function dual motor rabbit. It has one motor in the head and one motor in the clitoral stimulator, but it can only be controlled with the one button down here at the bottom. So 3 seconds turns it on, and then just a simple click funnels through the 10 functions. This could be sold as a dilator. It could be sold, going along with that option, it could be sold to older folks who haven't had intercourse in a while. It could be sold to beginners, like I mentioned earlier, a few seconds ago, because of how cute and not intimidating it is. And it could also just be sold to somebody who wants a great travel piece, because it's small, it's easy to just, throw in your bag to carry it somewhere, and it's really just an all-over quality little vibe. A lot of the vibes that you see on the market, rabbits that you see on the market, really don't come in that size. So it's a great option to carry, especially for your customers, to kind of give them different things that they can choose from. And then next we have the Victoria, and it's the exact same thing as the Haley, same size. Only difference is the Haley has your typical rabbit ears, as well as a upward curved head and nubs on the top for added stimulation. And the Victoria just has your straight vibe with the one nub as the clitoral stimulator. But again, 3 seconds on the bottom holds it or turns it on. Just a simple click funnels through the functions. And for the same exact reasons that the Haley is great, the Victoria is also great as well. I think mainly the best reason to carry these products is just to give your customers another option to another size. A lot of the rabbits on the market are these larger sizes, the 5, 6+ inches. And with these measuring at right around 4 inches, they're definitely a great option, or alternative to those. So that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Stay tuned for our next video, which will include some of our couples toys, as well as some of our specialty items. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.